Chapter 1 Which Path? For those who start on their journey to seek God, and for those who are perhaps scientifically curious, they may find barriers along the way. Those barriers may find themselves as early as the first chapters of the Bible. If a person has even cursory knowledge of science and perhaps a notion of earth science, geology, or astronomy, they may see a great chasm between scientific evidence and the biblical creation account. So how did it begin? Let us start with the biblical account. According to the Bible, the creation account is very short. Genesis 1, the creation story, is less than 1,000 words long and less than 2 pages. The account depicts a creation week, 6 creation days, and a 7th day of rest. And though Christian perspectives on the creation vary quite a bit, they all agree on one central idea, the concept of creationism. Creationism is the belief that the universe and all living organisms originate from a specific act or acts of divine creation, as in the biblical account. This is in contrast to other views including natural or random processes and those views that are seen in atheistic evolution. From a scientific perspective, the Earth and the universe are very old. There's ample evidence available that shows not only the universe is old, but that the Earth dates to about 4.5 billion years. In terms of life, the main scientific thought revolves around evolution. All species came from a single progenitor. These are the ideas started by Charles Darwin, written in his famous book of 1859, a book on the origin of species. Darwin proposed that all species of life descended over time from a common ancestor. This is now widely accepted in the scientific field. It is considered foundation in science. Finally, in order to lay the foundation of the world that we live in, we include not only the Christian views, but also 2 non-Christian views of evolution. We keep this in mind while we consider those who are, again, scientifically curious and who are seeking God. We pose this question: is it possible to view all the different Christian views as in a spectrum? In other words, perhaps they're all valid, and depending on whether one views creation from a theological perspective or a scientific perspective, they all unravel in their own and separate and parallel ways.